Time for me to restart my computer again, see if I get the video up.
I just actually figure out something. Okay. Let's go back to what we are talking about the right place at the right time. Viewers, I apologize. I actually forgot to turn on one button on our production.
It happens. It happens.
It is my fault. But anyways, we are talking in the right place. In the right place at the right time. So we were talking about having everything in your life to be in the right place. In the right time at the right place is really, really important when making when having a decision-making scenarios.
Absolutely. We don't know what's going to happen sometimes. And obviously, if we had somebody in the right place at the right time in our studio right now, they'd be setting up the microphone for us.
Yeah, I would like to. I would like to say hi to Mr. Marcin Sky or Mark Stig. He was the one who actually let me know that he cannot hear us. So thank you for tuning in. I apologize. He just ran away, but it's okay. I hope you come back. But anyways, Joe, what we are mentioning earlier was, right timing, right time in the right place. So when it comes to relationship or positioning people in your company, positioning yourself to a company or positioning yourself into a situation, it's always important to have the right time and in the right place. Like what I was mentioning earlier that you haven't heard was when I graduated in college. I was with this company. I just graduated in college. Went to a 2 weeks vacation. When I came back from that graduation, 2 days after, the president of the company that I work for called me in his office, and I was so scared. I'm so scared when he called me. I thought I did something wrong, Joe.
Of course, you.
So anyways, they offered me to manage 10 different locations here in town in Las Vegas, and I was so happy. And I believe it's the right timing for me at that time because I just graduated in college, but it's not the right place. So it's really, really important when you assess everything, evaluate if this is the right time and this is the right place. They go hand in hand. You don't go on say this is the right time, but it's not the right place. It's really important to evaluate your position to a company, your position to a situation, your position to a relationship, because these two goes in hand, and it shouldn't go far away at each other. It's okay. It's okay to use it as a stepping stone, but don't actually dwell in it. You need to.
That's right. That's what we talked about earlier. When you need a job, find that job and be good to your boss. But it's okay to look for a better fit. Maybe in the same company, maybe in a different company. But always, help your boss do the best work you can, best employee. Heck, you're going to need that reference anyways if you move on. And who knows, he might come back later on. So always find the right fit for you, because we all have to be happy in the long run. But you need to pay your bills, you need to do what you need to do and make sure you're available and learning the right skill sets.
Yes. And also a personality. I would like to talk about that when you look at the personality of each member of a team. It's really important to position them on the right position, like financial officer, operating manager, marketing, or public affairs.
Absolutely, good point. That's definitely the right place, the right time, because things do change, people do change, opportunities change on a regular basis. So we definitely want to thank everyone for listening in, and let us know. Give us some of your pointers on our Facebook or social media pages, and let us know how you feel, maybe some of your experiences. I spent most of my career in the military, which was great, but trust me, there's some opportunities that open up for me just being there and making sure I was ready to go with my skills, with my education, and sometimes I was in the wrong place at the right time, and that can bite you in the butt. So regardless if you're in the right place.
And at the right time, yes. And we also was talking earlier about relationships. We are also talking about relationship, Joe. Joe, we just gonna run this through because we will have another meeting at 3 o'clock. So we're gonna run this through for another 10 minutes for our third and fourth segment. So
there you go. That sounds fair.
Yes. So, anyways, let's jump into a relationship, Joe. So, relationship-wise, it's also we were talking earlier that when actually our sounds didn't come out. So, we were talking about relationship. It's really important to when you actually getting into a relationship. Don't rush into relationship. You need to listen to your guts, listen or read these people, other person, if she or he is the right guy, right person for you.
Well, that's true, and too much we don't want to be loved, and we fall into that lust rather than real love, and sometimes we just want someone to hold us. Be careful. There's so many people available to hold you. Make sure it's the right person, and they don't freak you out.
Well, Joe, it's not only the last, but it's the other variables in life, like finances. You want, like what I was mentioning earlier is when I get divorced, I jump into a relationship right after. I believe it's 2 months after, and looking back without regrets, I shouldn't actually rush into that relationship. But anyways, it lasted for 8 years, so it's not really a bad thing, right?
Well, you're one of the lucky ones. For most people, they need to take time to mourn or get over their past relationship, but you're one of the fortunate ones. That's usually not the common case.
Yeah, well, I agree with you. I agree with you. For me, is I learned a lot on my 8 year relationship. But like what I said, it doesn't matter what I learned, I'm happy or not. I shouldn't have jumped into that. That's part of the in the right time at the right place. But because of financial situation, I got off from my previous marriage, and after that, he took everything away from me. So I need to run to somebody who can financially help me. Not really financially help me, but at least help me pay my rent at that time. So it works out well. And by the way, I just want to say hi to Sakari Syrups. He is a really great man. I know he's happy already with this woman, and I don't have regrets. I love the whole family, including him, and he whoever he's with is I'm happy for him, and we actually are family no matter what.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It's important to try to have some relationship, at least a friendship with your exes, because you loved them at one point. No reason to hate them now.
Yeah, you know what? There's no reason to hate them. You've been together. You know what? I would give advice to all people who separated out there is, it's really important to not to burn the bridges. If there's
Don't
any,
burn the bridges.
I know that sometimes when you're angry, you say things that really don't mean to say, because you know that you had a previous good memories with this person, with your ex. It's not necessarily that you cannot be friends moving forward. It's really, let's be peaceful. You know what I mean? Peace of mind is more important than anything else in this world. All these
That's
material
true.
things, all these material things will go away when you actually get buried under the ground. So what's the point of fighting of everything?
That's right. Nobody wins. You just have to find a way to make it work.
Exactly.
It's
Well,
true.
you know what? I don't judge. I don't. I'm not saying that you're a bad person not having a good relationship with your ex. I'm not saying that because I know for sure I've been through a lot with my previous marriage, and I already, I already I'm not gonna say actually an ultimatum or anything, but after that marriage, I'm like, I don't want to get married again.
Well, at the right time, the right place, who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what's
Exactly.
going to happen?
Exactly. Well, what else about in the right time and in the right place that we miss, Joe?
Well, that's the right thing. Even education. Sometimes you can get a grant or tuition assistance paid for and take advantage of it. Even if you don't know what you want to do yet in college, if you're starting off, we all have to take our math or government or science. So just get started. You can always change your path later on. If someone invites you to a Toastmasters meeting or a networking group, take advantage of it. You don't know what you don't know. So there's so many opportunities out there for each and every one of us. A lot of us are stubborn or get too busy on stupid, irrelevant things. Well, there's something out there that can affect our lives positively. We don't know yet. Give it a shot. It may be for you. It may not. But give it a shot. Keep your mind, keep your heart open, and things can work out. Bigger and better than ever before.
Talking about Toastmaster, Joe, I would like to say hi to Lizette Presley, who just joined us.
Hi, right, Lizette. She was here last week.
Yeah, and anyways, Joe, yes, that's a good point about education. See, when I just turned 18, back in the day.
Couple days ago, couple years ago.
I went to college. I am actually one of the fortunate ones to go to computer programming in the Philippines I'm not gonna say it.
1980. Wow.
And then I think something went on. I didn't finish my college. I went to different colleges with different degree actually. And then I came to the United States. And here in the United States, I got my degree in accounting and business management. So I am so happy. So even though when talking about taking your education at the right time and at the right place, there's no such thing as it's too late when you're talking about education. A lot of people, a lot of my friends and families go to school now that they're 50, they're 40, and they got their degree after 40. A lot of people actually go in school now when they're adults because they want to have their position in the company. And talking about positioning yourself into the company, that's the reason why I went back to college is because I was working at the bank and I was going to the higher position as a operations manager at the bank, and one of my manager told me that you don't have a degree, so you cannot go to that position. Looking back, by the way, I want to say hi to Delia Bumagat. Looking back, that's not true. I think there is some kind of gray areas when that manager told me about you cannot get to a higher position because you don't have the degree. Looking back, I know that there's a gray area. There is something, and I'm not gonna say that. It doesn't matter what it is. I finished my degree.
Well, that's good. It took me 12 years to get my first associate degree because I was afraid of speaking. And now I speak all the time. In fact, even in my Toastmasters Club at 7 o'clock this morning, I was giving a speech. But it was in my 40s when I decided to go back and get my PhD. And so thankful I did. It was more of a personal journey for me than anything else. So never too late to get an education, whether formal or informally. There's always opportunity to learn something and use those skills in our everyday lives.
Yes. Well, we are still in the right time at the right place topic. So if you guys have anything to say about that, please go ahead and comment on the box because we're gonna actually jump. We're not gonna go on break anymore. We're gonna jump into the next topic, which is our current event.
Hey, well, actually, yeah, viewers, you're in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, no commercial breaks. That's amazing.
Vacation.
Yeah.
All right, there's the break.
Well, so what's going on in our current events right now? Well, by the way, we have our election coming up, so we see a lot of these candidates.
That's true. We have elections are over the nation every couple of years. It's not just a presidential one. We're looking at every 4 years, but our Congress, our senators, our supervisors of our counties every couple of years. And whether you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, kudos to you. At least you have an idea. But make sure you're paying attention to the candidate. Listen to them. Listen to what they really stand for or support before you make a decision. None of us should be stuck voting in a particular party just because it's a party we've always voted for. I know America is a little screwed up that way. You think you have to always support the Democratic Party, the Republican Party. But it's okay as long as you're getting the right person that's going to make a difference and hopefully make our lives better. So I'm all for, we should all be independents and be independent thinkers and not let the media, mainstream media, tell us who to vote for. You and I all can read and can watch TV, can do our own research, and it's important that we vote. If you don't vote, you don't have a say-so. I don't care what you think. If you don't vote, it's irrelevant. And don't think your vote don't count. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. The bottom line is you're doing your part as an American citizen to let someone know how you feel. So take advantage of that little freedom that we have in America to vote. Some countries, even minorities and women still can't vote. So definitely take advantage of it and do your research and make it count. Make your vote count. Make your thoughts, your ideas count. And if you don't like the outcome, vote again in a couple of years. Maybe you'll get a better outcome. But regardless of who gets elected, we need to respect them. We need to back them up. And like I say, if they turn out to be the wrong candidate, there's another election around the corner.
Yes, I agree with you. You know, viewers, if we already started profiling candidates here in Las Vegas. We started with Michael McDonald's. And if you guys have something in mind that you want us to actually profile in our TV shows or interview them, ask different questions that actually relevant to or will help you, will assist you how to vote, we are welcome any comments or any suggestion from you guys. As a matter of fact, I started reaching out to a lot of different candidates here in Las Vegas. I talked to Sherilyn Arlington. I believe she's in District 21, and Miss Arlington. I would really, really love you to be on my show so that we can actually ask you different questions. And also, Paris Wade, we're trying to get him on our show. So if you have any idea who you wanted to be on our shows, please let us know, because you know what, our shows are open to everybody. So if you guys have any, if you want your candidate to come by on our show, we have like 8 different shows. We can profile them on any shows. If they are good in fashion, we're gonna get them to Fab Life. If they
True.
Yeah, if they love to serve their community, we can put them to Maria and Joe Live TV. And also, my Let's Talk World with Maria is actually all about all these individuals that they can actually just promote and showcase themselves. So anything. So, and viewers, if you have anything, if you want anybody to come to our show, we have a place for them. Social media shows is for everybody. It's not for us, it's for you guys.
That's true. It's for everyone. In fact, I have a good friend of mine, Toastmaster, who lives in Pahrump, and I think he's going for the county supervisor position, Leo Blundo. He's a friend of mine. I'll probably see him in Bakersfield at an event this weekend, but he gets around. Nice guy. He owns a business, I think a restaurant of some sort in the Pahrump area. So we have a lot of candidates out there, and some might be your neighbors. Encourage them to come on the show, tell us their story.
Yes, exactly. Well, Joe, that's all for the third segment. Please stand by, stay tuned. We have Mr. Kevin Tyree on the next segment.
Oh boy, okay.